So you're thinking about moving to Columbia, Tennessee, and you want to know what some of the good things and most importantly, what the bad things are about actually living in Columbia? Well, I'm going to share those things and more with you, and I'm getting started right now. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Greg Spackman. I'm with the Living in Nashville, Tennessee channel. So if you want to learn everything about what it's like to live here, eat here, sleep here, and even play here in the Nashville area, then click the subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I do new videos. I've been getting a ton of people lately that are reaching out to me about making that move here to the Nashville area, and I absolutely love it. So if that's you, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'd love to talk to you more about your journey here to Nashville. So let's start off with where Columbia is located in relation to Nashville. It's south of Nashville, right down I-65. So you're about 45 minutes to Nashville. You're about 47 minutes to the Nashville airport. You're about 33 minutes to Franklin. You're 50 minutes to Murfreesboro. Spring Hill's 15 minutes away. Mount Juliet, 58 minutes. Hendersonville, a fat hour. Memphis, you're looking about 3-hour drive to Memphis. That's where your nearest IKEA is going to be. Atlanta, just under 4 hours from Columbia. And then Huntsville, you're an hour and 20 minutes. So a lot of people that live in Columbia will actually go down to Alabama quite often, and especially down to the Gulf Coast to enjoy all what the Gulf has to offer. So that gives you an idea of where Columbia. Pro number one, and this is something that I realize as being a real estate agent in the Nashville area, is all of the friendly people that are in Columbia. You have some really nice, down-to-earth people. Me not being from Columbia, I've helped numerous people buy and sell in Columbia, and they're all genuinely friendly and helpful. So people seem to really get along, and during COVID, you even saw that even more in Columbia. Con number one of living in Columbia would be that the local jobs aren't all that great. So to really get paid, you're going to have to work in Franklin, Brentwood, or Nashville. However, if you are a doctor or a healthcare professional or you work in the hospital, that does pay really well down in Columbia. So if you get a job in one of those sectors, you're going to do really, really well. Pro number two is also con number two, and that's the housing update for what kind of the market's like in Columbia. And Columbia is much more affordable than when you compare it to Spring Hill and Thompson Station and Franklin, of course. And you're looking at the average price somewhere in the $400,000 range to be in Columbia. So let's take a look right now on my website, thespackmangroup.com, what some of the home prices are currently in Columbia and what your money gets you. All right, so here we are on my website. 548 homes currently for sale. Wow, that's a huge amount of homes. Lowest price one here on the first page is $208,000, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. This is going to be an investment property, so it's going to probably need some work to the inside, of course. Here's a 3.2 for $459, 609, 4.4 brand new construction, another 4.3 new construction, 404, 765. Here's a small little cute 2-bedroom, 1-bath place, 1,064 square feet for $262, and this one was like a flip, so it would be completely remodeled and everything ready to go. Here's a 3.3 for $293, 357. So you can see kind of prices are going to range anywhere from the 200,000s up to 600,000. Here's a $3.3 million home, 5,000 square feet. So they do have some luxury properties here in Columbia, and this just gives you another idea. Here's some ones in the 800,000 mark. It really just depends on your budget and what you're looking for in Columbia. And there's going to be different areas to purchase in that are going to have those pricing. Let's take a look at what the lowest price home is currently. It looks like a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, investor special, $99,000. So really you're looking, here's another cash buyer property, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. So that means that it'll need updating and wouldn't pass to be able to get a loan on the properties. But you're looking, you can get something for under $200,000 still in Columbia. It'd be a little small 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom place. And then the most expensive property, you're looking at $15 million for this 5-bedroom, 7-bath, 7,000 square foot home. And I'm sure that it has a ton of acreage with it as well. So that kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of what the market is like right now in Columbia. But one of the things that when you reach out to me and my team, it'll be just honing in on what area you want to be, North Columbia, South Columbia, West or East. And we can also then talk about the new construction options that are available and then what your budget is. And that'll definitely lead us to where we need to go. Pro number 3 is also con number 3, and that's going to be the rankings of Columbia. And these are according to niche.com. So let's check those out now. All right, so here we have our rankings. Overall, niche.com gives it a B-. They have a C+ for public schools, B- for housing, B- good for families, B for jobs, B for cost of living, B for outdoors, C for crime and safety, B for nightlife, A for diversity, B- for weather, B- health and fitness, and C+ for commute. Here are some of their rankings. The most diverse place to live in Tennessee is number 21. Best place for young professionals is number 70. Places with the lowest cost of living in Tennessee, it's number 166. And then you can kind of get an idea here as far as where their crime and safety goes. So those are the rankings according to niche.com. When I have helped people purchase in Columbia, everybody loves living in Columbia. There's a lot of cool things to it, and I'm going to keep talking about those. So if you're liking this video so far, please click the like button. That really helps me out. And that leads us into pro number 4, and probably one of my favorite things about Columbia, and that's the downtown. The downtown is amazing. They've done lots of upgrades and updates to the downtown area. It has some great small businesses and places to eat. And one of our favorite places to eat there is Puckett's. So if you haven't been there, that's a great place for you to try. There's a little bookstore there. A ton of other shops are around the square that you're going to be able to enjoy. But the downtown is amazing. It doesn't stay open super late, so it's not going to be somewhere where you're going to go at 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night necessarily. And that leads us to con number 4, which is Columbia has a limited nightlife. Really, there's no major clubs and bars. There are some smaller bars and that sort of thing, but you're really going to be going up to Nashville or Franklin as far as your nightlife goes to get any real nightlife. And for the most part, most people, when they think nightlife, will go to Broadway up in Nashville. Pro number 5 is Mule Day. So you're going to hear all about that. If you do some Googling of Mule Day, you'll find out that it's so much fun. Even if you don't end up living in Columbia, you can still come down and have fun. They've been doing it for over 170 years. Some of the things they do at Mule Day, they do square dances, mule driving contests. They have horse shows, crafts, festivals, flea markets, other things like they have a working mule, best of breed, lumberjack competitions, and they even have this thing called the Liars Contest, rural themed storytelling competition. They have food served at the event like barbecue, roasted corn, handmade pies, funnel cakes, just everything. It is an amazing thing that you need to definitely go and check out whether you live in Columbia or not. Con number 5 is something I can't speak to personally, but I've heard and read online, is that the elementary schools are not all that highly rated. So you can check that out yourself on like Great Schools or School Digger, but the schools aren't all that great, and they get worse as you get higher up in age. The middle school and high schools are not all that great as well. So just do your due diligence. If you have children in schools and you pick to live in Columbia, a lot of the clients will have their kids in private schools or charter schools to get around that. So you definitely have options. Pro number 6, Columbia has an amazing, huge, really nice hospital. So it employs a lot of people in the area and it provides some amazing care. I have clients, kids that work at the hospital, and they love working there and have nothing but good things to say about it. And then I've had some other people that have been to the hospital, friends of mine that live in Columbia, and they have not ever said anything bad about the hospital, only good things. So that's pro number 6. Con number 6 is going to be your lack of entertainment options. And while Columbia is growing, you're really going to have to drive up to Spring Hill to get to your movie theater. They do have a nice bowling alley in Columbia, though, and that has bumper cars and a giant arcade and then like a laser tag thing inside of it. But really, you're going to be going to Murfreesboro, Franklin, or Spring Hill for any sort of entertainment for you to do besides, of course, the bowling alley. And I'm sure at some point they'll get their own movie theater as more and more people move to Columbia. But just know that the lack of entertainment options is a potential downside to living in Columbia. So a lot of people have reached out and asked, would I live in Colombia? What do I think about Colombia? And I just wanted to share that I would live in Colombia. I don't have any issues with it at all. I think it's a really cool town with the downtown being updated and a cool place to hang out. There's just a lot of things that Colombia has. Me as a real estate agent, Columbia doesn't really work location wise because it's so far south that if I want to help people up in the Hendersonville and up in Lebanon and out west, it just doesn't really fit location wise. And especially my office is in Franklin, just wouldn't make sense to commute all the way up there every day and then drive customers around. And when you guys reach out and say, we want to see a home here, I want to make sure that that we're able to do that for you and in a quick and easy, efficient manner. And a lot of people will fly in and then stay around the Franklin area. So having my office be in Franklin, where it's 45 minutes to pretty much every city, is awesome. So that's my take on Colombia. It would be a great place for anybody to call home, and you can definitely find some good values in Colombia. So hopefully these pros and cons are still making you want to make that move to Colombia, or maybe you want to explore another city in the surrounding area. Please reach out to me and my team. We'd love to help you find that perfect place to call home here in the Nashville area. And until next time, I'm out.